Hi, thanks for joining me in the shop today. Rob from Stop Time. Today I want to talk about the Virginia Trainmaster 2331. This was made from 1955 to 1958. The example I have here is the 55 version. And the one way you can tell them apart is the 55 has the black roof top, where the 56, 57, and 8 have the blue top. Also, the 55 with the black top has the gray molded body. When you flip it upside down, you can see underneath the gray, or if you take the shell off. There are some, the 56 and 7 examples had the blue roof, and then you also have a version with the blue roof with the gray body shell, which is the hardest of the 3 to 5. Typical, if you look at my video with the Lionel Trainmaster, same basic engine, different shell. Again, with the Trainmasters, you want to make sure that you examine this area in the front, on both sides, in the back, very carefully. A lot of times these things are cracked or have been repaired, which is it's not uncommon. Matter of fact, it's very common. Some people said that they maybe were over tightened from the factory and they broke when they were new. No one knows, I don't think for sure, but it is common to see these cracked, or a lot of times I think, people picking them up by the shell. It's a heavy engine, could have cracked them. So, just a common thing when you pick these up, try to grab them from the frame and not the body. And obviously you don't want to touch the Virginia or any of the sides where it can wear. So you want to check both ends of that plastic. If it's cracked but the plastic's intact, I don't think it's a big deduct. Obviously if it's not, that's a lot better. But again, most of them you see will have some cracking on one end or both. The stanchions and the railing those are fragile pieces, and a lot of times you'll see them bent or maybe even distorted from people picking them up, and you can straighten them up, or they might have some oxidation and rust on them. They do make reproduction railings if you're wanting them to be real shiny and bright. Typical too, like with the F3s, these did take a battery for the horn. So when you examine these engines, you want to make sure you open up that cover and make sure that nobody left them stored with a battery where you could have acid damage in there. So that's one thing you want to look at for them. These were a 6-wheel truck on both sides. The flange on the inner wheels were taken off, so and actually it's just a coaster wheel, so it can negotiate the curve. So this is a double motor magnet traction engine. It is really, people say that the Trainmasters are the best pulling post-war engines. I think it's probably more than the F3s, because the wheelbase is stretched out farther than like an F3 would be. So you have a longer wheelbase, dual motor magnet traction. They are great pullers. I've read articles where people are pulling 20 post-war cars with the staple truck, which is a heavy car. So it's hard to say, but these are a great engine. If you like the Trainmasters, I know I did a video on the Erie Lackawanna, the brown top, the gray top, then obviously you have the Virginia black top, blue top. So this is a good starting point to collect some of this stuff. If you're looking for a diesel that's maybe you don't want to run a double A F3 or some of the smaller aqueduct switchers, this is a good pulling engine. And it's a nicely done kind of I don't know if they would consider it scale, but it's probably close. It's a nice size engine. It looks good pulling your 64 box cars and that type of thing. So yeah, pick these up. Great engine, classic Lionel. Now they did reissue this also in the MPC era with some different road names. So if you want to, if you like this and you want to get into, some MPC stuff in the 70s, yeah, like I said, they did reissue it with different road names. They've reissued it several times. You can pick them up in a lot of different road names. So hope you got some good information out of this. My name is Rob from Stop Time. I'm in Norton, Ohio. My number is 330-825-4206. And Lionel's Investment in Happiness. Happy Mount Road, guys. Thanks.